Gonna read before. Come on.
Here we go. Yo, let's start off real quick. This is not an Aramaic translation. This is a King James translation, but this is Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 11, and this is a very, very powerful scripture. Um, For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an extended end. Then shall ye call upon shall call upon me, and ye shall go and pray to me, and I will hear unto you. And ye shall seek me and find me when ye search for me with all your heart, and I will be found by you, saith the Lord. I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all the nations, from all the places which I have driven you, saith the Lord. I will bring you I will bring you again into a place from which I caused you to be carried away captive. Because ye have said, the Lord has raised us up prophets in Babylon. Know that, thus saith the Lord, of the king that sit upon the throne of David, and of all the people that dwell in the city, and to your brethren that have gone forth with you into captivity. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, I will send upon them the sword, the famine, and the pestilence, and make them like vile figs that cannot be eaten. They are so bad. And I will persecute them with the sword and with the famine and with the pestilence, and I will deliver them. I will deliver them to be removed from all the kingdoms of the earth, to be a curse and a horror, and a hissing and a reproach among the nations to which I have driven them, because they have not hearkened to my words, saith the Lord. With I sent unto them by my servants, the prophets, rising up early and sending them, but ye would not hear, saith the Lord. Hear therefore the word of the Lord, all ye of the captivity who I am sent from Jerusalem to Babylon. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, of Ahab, the son of Killah, and Zedekiah, the son of Messiah, whose prophecy I lie unto my name. Behold, I will deliver them into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and he shall slay them before your eyes.
That's a beautiful scripture right there, man. He pulled that scripture out. This is what we do at the confession booth. What scripture was that?
Jeremiah 29:11.
Jeremiah 20,
29:11. That's right.
29:11. So
So
make
start.
sure you can read that. That'll be something good that you can read before you go outside or before you enter into whatever job, whatever you want. You can read that even before you fight. If you got a boxing match or maybe a UFC fight, I don't know. You can read those scriptures and maybe they got some significance to you and help you out. So those are just inspirational scriptures that the brother had read. That was King David. It's a, that was a beautiful one. We also got other cats up in here. We got Ghost. He don't like to talk right now.
Yo, shout out to my man Gino Francesco Sapio. He's a Messianic Israelite scholar. One of my brothers. He was up in northwestern Arkansas. Now he's in San Diego. So peace to that brother. Shalom.
And let me shout out Crown Prince. You know what I mean? Give a shout out to Crown Prince. He's a deep brother who I always talk to. He counsels me. He counsels Razor, a whole bunch of people. He just talks to me sometimes. So when I'm around, I can get up to him. So shout out, bro. Who else? I want to shout out to um, Jock, my man Jock. Peace, man. Good looking, coming home on home. Tragedy Gaddafi.
Shout out to my man Contra Songs.
Yeah.
Another brother.
There you go. You got anybody you want to shout out to? Anybody? All right. Let's get back into it. What we was talking about today, man?
What about Merc Versus? Merc Versus, another brother who be building from out in Indiana. Merc
Oh yeah.
Versus.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Shout out to Merc versus. Shout out to Delilah. You have a beautiful voice, Delilah. If you see this, we're gonna make that song. We're gonna make that song do what it do. Um, so like we were saying, we're gonna start talking about prayer. I can't see myself right now because nothing's edited. You know what I mean? So it's good. It's always a good thing to read something. You know what I mean? It's best to always read the word. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to read the word, and the word could be whatever inspires you. You know what I'm saying? It's just that a lot of people. All right, here's something good. A lot of people think that the Bible is not esoteric. It doesn't deal with astrology. It doesn't deal with deep uh, um, with deep philosophy, and that's not true. You have Proverbs, you have Daniel who dealt with the stars and the planets. You have cats.
Well, in the first book, it refers to the Nephilim in Genesis.
Exactly. So, like he said, the first book um, dealt with the Nephilims, and they was talking about the Nephilims, and they was talking about the cherubim, and they also talk about giants. So it's not a one dimensional book for cats who don't know how to read it. You know what I mean? It has esoteric feels in it. It shows you the esoteric side of Christ too. He was always going to the mountains, similar to Gandhi, similar to Buddha. You know what I mean? They always go to the mountains and things happen up there in the mountains, man. You know what I mean? Some of you might live uptown. We live on mountains too. You know what I mean? Some of you might live on hills. It's downtown or whatever, man. It's always been mountains. And mountains represent a lot of things in the scriptures. It can represent government, power, strength, and those are just some sorts of you know things that get you going. We got shout outs to Arsenio Hall. You know what I mean? Take it all the way back. All right. Yeah, so like we said, we're gonna be hitting the punching bag. My man John the Baptist gave y'all a freestyle that was out of this world. And my man Ghost gave y'all an L freestyle. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Ghostface Killer. You know what I mean? Also, um, see what we're gonna get into. I'd like to read one. Before I cut off the confession booth. I'd like to go in.
I would like to encourage everybody to try to find an Aramaic translation of the scriptures too, if they could find a concordance that'll break it down from English to Aramaic. That's the best to have.
Okay, you heard that? He asks. All right, this is something for everybody on the confession booth. He asks, could you find the original Aramaic translation of the Torah?
Well, not just the Torah, but they do the Torah and the Renewed Covenant, which is the New Testament. And
Okay.
they do versions. There's a Septuagint or a Septuagint, I believe, that is the original Greek translation. But I think even before that, there's accurate Aramaic translations that go from Aramaic to English. My man Gino Sapio. If anybody is familiar with, goes on Facebook, my man Gino Francesco Sapio, which you could just Google Gino Sapio. He actually posts up to date, blogs about the Torah and accurate translations and just a lot of relevant issues.
These guys could do it.
That's you.
All right. I know. Well, look, these guys on a confession booth, and these guys and women, they go in. So I know they could do it. That's a phone call. I'm not gonna tell y'all. I'm not gonna be corny and tell y'all. Just call me.
Yo, but look up Gino Sapio on Facebook, and y'all get some real good knowledge from that brother. He's a real good brother. Doesn't hate on nobody. He kicks up knowledge from a real objective point of view, man. It's real good to check out,
All right, so therefore you got that. I'm gonna just rock out the whole 10 minutes. I only got 10 minutes to talk, man. We got until I learn how to extend this thing. This is Confession Booth. Everybody on killerpriest.com, a shout out to you. Everybody that's going to any other site, Vendetta Kings, they also got a site.
VendettaKings.com, straight up.
VendettaKings.com.
And you'll find links to killerpriest.com and all of our other music sites too.
Exactly. So you can go ahead and do that. We're gonna make it bigger and bigger. No owl hat today. You know what I mean? I got a lion hat coming. You know what I'm saying? So this is where we're gonna make it bigger and bigger, man. And everybody just keep your heads together. What's going on in the news today?
Oh man, we got that's the first radio show we did.
Shout outs to Gary Coleman, real quick.
Oh yeah, right. The first radio show we did, we broke down the Gulf oil spill. Because that's real big right now.
Wow.
So
listen to the scripture. What's the scripture?
Well, if
Revelations 8.
Revelations chapter 8, but it's not really. We break it down. I don't want to go too into. We got like 30 seconds left, but to check it out, go to vimeo.com/VendettaKings because it's not on YouTube because we can't upload longer than 10 minutes right now. So go to vimeo.com/VendettaKings. Vendetta Kings VK Radio featuring Gino Francesco Sapio. Real shit. We break down the Gulf oil spill. The first 2 episodes is up right now. Definitely check that out. Leave comments. We always want new issues to discuss. So leave a comment on Priest site or Vendetta King's site, and we're gonna get to your topics. That's you.
Make sure y'all do that, man. I think I'm already getting the hosted,
It's
man.
out. 5